Hey guys, welcome back. We're here redoing the tutorial for our bungee cord. Apparently our last tutorial, a whole bunch of you guys said that it would not work, but so that's why we're here and redoing it with Spigot this time. So first of all, you'll need these two files. You'll need BungeeCord and Spigot. Both of the links will be down in the description below. You'll download them from this website, spigotmc.org. The link will also be down in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. So you want to make a new folder. It's called this servers. This is where we're going to store our server files in. Let's go ahead and open it. Alright, so now let's make 3 new files in here. Let's call this BungeeCord. Let's make our first server. Let's call this our hub server. And then we'll have our mini game server. Alright, so I'll start with BungeeCord first. So you'll have 3 servers running. Okay, not just 2. Apparently you guys could not understand that. There'll be 3 servers running. One BungeeCord, one will be the hub server, and one will be the minigame server. You guys don't have to have just 2 servers. You guys can make whatever servers you guys want. These are just example for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with our BungeeCord. So I'm going to drag in our BungeeCord, and just go ahead and make our file. So let me go ahead and get that real quick. Alright, and we're back. So we got our file. So the file will contain the following. We just want to grab it from our actual site. So let me go ahead and try to get that out of there. I can't get it out of there. Show Windows stacked. So now that we have these files right here, I'll show you what's inside of here. Basically what's inside of here is where it'll start the server up. This will be down in the description below with the 32 and 64-bit versions. You guys can change the memory. You guys want to leave it at this 112. That's the minimum BungeeCord needs. And you can host 100 players on it. So now that we have that, you just want to double click it. So I'll save yes. So you just want to double click it, and you'll notice that it'll start up all these files. And it'll say, if it says listening, that means it's working. But now we gotta set this up. So we can go ahead and stop this. So first thing you want to do is go inside your config, and let's open this up. So first of all, let's go up here. Set this to, say where it says MD5, set this to your Minecraft name. So mine is DoneMJK. Now right here, we want to go our player limit. Let's set our player limit to 100. Our permissions for default, just leave it there. Now we'll go to the most important part, is our host. You want to set this to 255.65. Now you may be asking, but my other server run on 255.65. Okay, so this is how it works. First, they'll connect to BungeeCord, and your BungeeCord will redirect them to your hub server or any other server that you set up. So if that sounds confusing, you'll notice that you'll know what I mean at the end of the tutorial. So now let's make our own little MODT and 3E. Our Minecraft linked servers. So let's go ahead. Now that we have that, we'll go. If you guys have an IP, like let's say you guys bought an IP, something like our IP, atomic-cloud.net, you'll redirect it to the BungeeCord, and you'll make it be redirected to the IP. So that'll connect to hub, but we gotta make hub first. So we'll copy this real quick. Just paste that there. Make sure you copy it from right there and not from down here by accident. Just copy from right here. Alright, now that you have this, let's go ahead and put the MODT on here. You don't have to do this, but just to keep the tutorial short and simple, we will. Alright, so now that we got that, we just want to rename this to hub, or whatever your lobby server is, lobby, hub, whichever one you guys want to name it. And you want to fix these up here. Alright, now that you have that, maximum players, let's set that to 100. Force default server, that's if when they reconnect, they'll go back to the hub server on reconnect, so we'll go ahead and put that to true just to show you all. Alright, so do not mess with any of these connection throttle or the timeout. Don't mess with these. So now we gotta do this. So you want to put your address. Let's put the hub server on 255.70. And let's put the minigame server, let's recall this minigames. You want to put this on 255.71. And yes, you will have to port forward these if you have not already. So now that we have that set up, let's go ahead and hit the save. And let's go ahead and run our server. Now you'll see listening on 255.65. And now we just got to set up our server 2 and server 1. So last time we were using CraftBucket, but CraftBucket has gone down for whole bunch of reasons, but we're not going to go ahead and explain that. So we want to copy that. We want to paste this inside of here and drag in our spigot. Alright, so this is where I see a whole bunch of you guys getting confused and mixed up. When you would run the server, it would say something like, cannot access that file. First of all, you guys want to make sure that the file, let's go ahead and edit in this, it looks weird, I know. You want to make sure that this file is named Spigot. Not, or whatever your start file is called, so mine's called Spigot, so that's why I called it Spigot. Alright, so you can go ahead and close that. Oh yeah, and you guys want to set your RAM, let me go ahead and do that real quick. So our RAM will be 1 gigabyte out of 1 gigabyte. Control S, and now we can go ahead and start the server, and you'll notice it'll actually start. Now the first time you'll run this, it might say EULA. It's simple. I'll show you guys how to fix that. So let's go ahead and stop BungeeCord and work on with the server. So the first time it starts up, you might notice that it'll say something like EULA. So to fix that, you just want to open up the EULA file and read the agreement and set this to true. Once you set that to true, your server this file should start up normally. You just double click it again to start it up again, to start it all over the server up. Now that you have that, we want to wait for this to generate real quick. Alright, so whenever this finishes to generate, I'll show you the rest that we don't have to worry about having the rest of it. Alright, now that we have done, we can go ahead and close the server off. We'll enter our server file. Now we want to start from up here. You saw how we set the server to 25570. So you want to set the port to 25570. And now we want to go down to where it says online mode. Online-mode. Now you may be asking, oh no, it's gonna be cracked. No, it's not. BungeeCord, you'll notice when BungeeCord is already set to online mode, so they have to be premium players in order to connect. This just makes sure that it won't bug out. You'll get an error saying server is online mode if you try to connect to the server. So now that you have that, you can go ahead, now that you have your port and your online mode, go ahead and close this one. And now you want to go inside your bucket. Now you want to go where it says connection throttle, and you want to set this to -1. Now that you have this, you got to do one more on this side, and we should be able to be good to go. Now you want to set BungeeCord to true. Main reason you want BungeeCord true is because you're actually using BungeeCord, and if players get access to the main port to the server, they can do their destruction and stuff. So you want to make sure that's set to true. So now that they got that, we can go ahead and let's copy our hub servers file. So we'll just copy this file, our spigot and bucket. So now that we have that, we'll control copy, and we'll go into our minigame server and we will paste. So now that we have this, again, we'll just run the server. So let's wait for that to generate. Whenever this thing decides to start up, we already did the spigot. You guys just, if you guys don't want to do all that copy pasting, you just make sure you do all the connection throttles on this server too. Connection throttle and the spigot YML to BungeeCord true. And now again we'll have to accept EULA, so remember to read this right up here. So we'll just set this to true. Now that we have that set to true, the server should start generating its stuff. And we can go ahead and go inside of our server properties. Now again, here's where people begin to get confused a lot. So again, they can get confused a lot. So just set this one to 25571, because that's what we have our minigame server set to, 25571. Now that we have that set to 25571, we want to set the online mode to false. If I could spell it right. False. Now that you have that, we already did all the other files, so should be set to go. We'll go ahead and stop this server. And now we want to start up your servers. So first, start BungeeCord. Second, start your hub server. And third, start your minigame server. Now this is where people get confused a lot. So they think they're supposed to connect to their hub server. It's not like that. First, you want to connect to your BungeeCord. So you guys will get your IP address to connect to there from IP Chicken, but just keep our IP safe and all that. We won't go to there. So I'll go ahead and start up Minecraft, and let's see how it works. So we'll be right back. Now we are on Minecraft, so let's go ahead and show you how this will work. So you want to connect to your BungeeCord IP. So our BungeeCord IP was localhost colon 25565. So you don't have to put the localhost. You just connect. You don't have to put the port. You just connect with the IP to the server. Once you connect, you'll see login. You're actually connecting to the BungeeCord right now. And let's see if this worked. Let's cross our fingers. Alright, so if you wish to use IP forwarding, please enable your BungeeCord config as well. Oh, I'll show you guys. Remember how you guys enabled the BungeeCord? Just go down back into your BungeeCord config and set. I'll go ahead and swap recording systems real quick to show you. So you just want to go over here back inside your config and make sure you set IP forward to true. Sorry about that. So now that we have that to true, we can go back to our BungeeCord and we could hit end. And since I used a different jar file than you guys, this will automatically restart. So now that we have Minecraft open, we might as well just reconnect. So once you connect, it'll connect to the BungeeCord first, and your BungeeCord will redirect you to the hub server, as you can see right here. So now that we're on the hub server, you can do /server, and you'll notice that you can connect to the hub and your minigame. So let's go ahead and connect to minigames. You just click it, and now we should be on our minigame server. So that's how you guys set up BungeeCord. If you guys have any errors, just remember to comment down in the description below, and or private message me, and I'll make sure to get to it and try to help you guys. If you guys might be confused on how to get the Spigot, I'll put a link down in the description below on how to actually patch the Spigot to get the Spigot jar. So yeah, thanks for watching. It's been John from the JK Army, and I'll put the download for the actual BungeeCord and everything down in the description below as well, with all the startup files. I'll try to put Mac and Linux down there if I can. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please remember to rate, subscribe, and comment, and goodbye.